think everything is working. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about how to dress as a man. And I think that this is an important topic. Also, the internet might be bad today. I forgot to restart the router, and it's always bad for zero reason. So, you might not want to watch it with the video or just listen to it instead. But I think one of the things that these guys get wrong who talk about this sort of stuff, especially when it comes to the guys who talk about men's fashion, I think they tend to say that you need to wear a three-piece suit with this certain thing, this type of suit, this type of shirt, this type of jacket, these types of pants, these types of shoes. They get so specific and say this is what a man needs. And I think that's wrong. I think it's very wrong. Because while I think it is good for men to have that type of clothing, I don't think you need to wear that all the time to be a man. And I just want to say one more time, the internet's going to be bad. I think the audio still works fine, but the video is going to be choppy. So maybe just listen to it. But you don't always need to wear a suit. That's not what I mean by making this video. And I know when I put this video, this live stream up, the thumbnail is going to be like a 1950s couple, and the guy is wearing a suit. That's what it's going to be. But I don't mean that, again. And I tend to criticize, in a lot of my videos, I tend to criticize modern young men who wear sweatpants, sneakers, sweater, or sweatshirt, and maybe like a football jersey or hockey jersey, baseball jersey, a chain, and a hat. That's all they wear. And if you walk around a middle school, you'll see this. If you walk around a college campus, you'll see this. Basically, boys between the age range of 16 and 25, sometimes 30, are all wearing the same thing. I spoke about this with my dad, and he said the reason why this is because everyone wants to fit in and look the same, because it's dangerous to look different. But great men are okay with being different and looking different. I mean, I dress very, very differently from most people, especially most guys my age. And I notice people look at me more when I dress how I want to dress, and that's okay. Even being an extreme introvert and not wanting people to look at me all the time, that's okay. I prefer to dress how I actually like to dress than to do what everybody else is doing just because it makes me feel better. Because it wouldn't make me feel better. It would make me feel worse dressing like a bum. So I respect the people who pretend like they're in 2050 and wear like tech wear stuff that looks super weird, like they're in some video game or something in 2050, more than I do the guys who basically put on what you leave on the floor before you go to bed. So like before you go to bed, you take off your sweatpants, take off your sweatshirt. That's what they put back on to go outside for the whole world to see. And what another thing great men do is they wear something that represents them and their beliefs, their ideas of the world. What does it show people when you just wear the same thing as everyone else? What does it show people when you wear very unprofessional clothes? What does it show people when you wear things that are full of logos? Why are you wearing something that has a massive Nike logo here, or Adidas logo, or any type of giant logo there all the time, and then you get so attracted to these brands that mean nothing to you and don't care about you? You have it on your shirt, on your pants, on your shoes, your sunglasses, your hat, everything. And that becomes part of your personality. But great men put all of that aside. They don't go, I don't need the nicest things in the world. I don't need this certain brand or this certain brand. I don't need that. I need to wear things that represent me. What represents me as a person, as a man. So that's one important thing. Um, but going back to the whole dressing your age thing, you need to dress your age. Because, like I said, boys between the ages of 16 and sometimes 30 all dress the same now. All dress the same. Whereas the way they dress, that's how you should dress when you're 16. When, if you're the average 16-year-old boy who likes to follow what everyone else is doing, that's how you should dress then. By the time you get past 18, when you become a man, at least according to the world, you should no longer be dressing like that. No more sweatpants in public unless you're going to the gym. I mean, you can wear a sweatshirt. No more football jerseys, soccer jerseys. I know any any European fans or basically anyone from the rest of the world besides Canada and America won't like this. No more soccer jerseys. No more football jerseys. No more baseball jerseys. No more hockey jerseys. No more jerseys. Stop trying to represent these people that don't know you, don't care about you. And you're representing this team just because they're in the same state as you or from the same state as you. It makes no sense. But also, they don't care. And they're like $60+ for a shirt for one of these teams. It's dumb. It's dumb. And it looks very unprofessional. Dress how you want to dress, but make sure you remain professional and look like a man. It's always good to look older than your age. Always. As a man, it's always good to look older than your age. At least, I mean, if you're 18 and have tons of wrinkles on your face and look like you're 60 years old, that's not good. I mean, it's good to act appropriately, speak appropriately, and dress appropriately. This doesn't mean you have to wear a three-piece suit, like I said. It just means you should dress like your age and find out the stuff you like. Find out the stuff you like. I actually saw, it was a couple years ago now, but I saw that there was some news article on this guy in Europe who would dress like he was from Hawaiian aloha shirts. Shirts. You know, not for everyday wear, that's for sure. No, definitely not. If you go to some tropical place, then sure. But not not very professional. Um, but of course, if that's what you like, then wear that. That's so much better. I'd rather people dress like in the weirdest ways possible, if that's how they want to dress, than all look like carbon copies of one another. So sure, if that's how you want to dress, go ahead. Because at least you're doing your own thing, like you're your own man. That's good. But, oh, what was I saying? I don't remember. You don't want to look like everyone else. You want to be your own man. And like I said, what does it show people when you dress like everyone else? Oh, I was saying. No. It's not just about dressing formally. I don't mean wear a three-piece suit. I don't even mean wear a suit. I just mean that young men need to start dressing like how they want to dress. Because I've seen so many people so many young men dress a certain way, which is basically sneakers, sweatpants, sweatshirt, something on top of the sweatshirt, a chain, and a hat, and they all look the same. So I'm just telling guys to dress how they want to dress and figure out how they want to dress. So if you want to wear Hawaiian shirts, you are much more of a man, or much more dressed like a man than these guys are. That's for sure. Anything like that is better. But there was this guy a couple years ago in England dressing like he was from Victorian age England, which seems pretty weird. Lots of flamboyant clothing, that's for sure. Big hats. You would walk around with a cane. This was someone who was maybe 18 to 20. So very, very different, that's for sure. And this might all be a joke. I don't know. But what he said was that he had multiple people trying to arrange marriages with him. He had tons of parents trying to make their daughters marry him. There were he got tons of love letters from women. He had tons of women that would go up to him in public and say they wanted to marry him and were completely sincere. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is actually true. Might not be. But I think it shows something if it is true. And I think it shows that if men are just themselves, if you are your own man, if you do your own thing, tons of women are attracted to that. And you feel better. Like, you could be walking around in Victorian aged clothing and you feel good because you're doing your own thing. And all these guys that are laughing at you, well, their opinion doesn't matter because you have all these girls who are trying to marry you, walking up to you in the middle of the street trying to marry you. That's insane. It might be fake, I don't know, but I hope it's not. And I'm fairly certain it's not fake. So, again, another short live stream, but there's 3 main points. Don't follow the crowd. Dress your age, which dress however you want to dress, but just make sure it's your age. And learn how you actually like to dress. Those are the 3 main points. But yeah, guys, I think that's it for today. I like making these short live streams. Sometimes they're longer, but it's nice because it's like I'm making another video, and I don't have to edit it. So it's pretty nice, and I get to talk to you guys and talk about my opinion on Hawaiian shirts. So I enjoy it. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow